Poppy, how does it feel, New York being your 8th state? Ninth state. What do you think? She loves New York.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going over sort of just a little bit of an overview of the St. Lawrence River here for stage 7, the final stage of 2024. Coming to an end. Poppy's on the back deck, chewing on her little leg. I don't know what she's doing. She's got an itch. She went swimming in the river today. We went down here to this little creek that we've got behind where we're standing. She went, I made her go in the water. So anyway, she's back there on the back deck hanging out. And I'm up here, I'm gonna show you guys a little breakdown of some of the equipment that I used. Today is day 2 of the competition. Group B fished today, Group A fished yesterday, and I was in Group A. So first day of competition is over for the whole field now, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown of sort of what I'm up to, how I'm catching my fish, and the positioning that I'm in. First day, I'm sitting in 25th place right now, which is not great. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's not great. I definitely don't want to end the tournament in 25th place, but that's where I'm at as of right now. Really doesn't mean anything. Only half of the battle for this first part of the tournament is over, and I struggled a little bit in the second period, and just throughout the day I had some lulls. But overall did okay. I had 37 pounds 2 ounces. I caught a 5 pound 6 ounce smallmouth, which was just absolutely incredible. So fun. You guys will be able to see that here on the channel at some point. Michaela will get that edited up, and you guys will be able to see that big old smallmouth. But what I did all my damage on, and how I kind of found some fish in practice, I didn't do all my damage on this by any means, but I caught one of my fish yesterday on it. I lost like a 3-pounder on it. Unfortunately, when you're throwing treble hooks, that's just part of it. But this definitely helped me kind of figure out where some fish were and pattern a little bit what they were doing. So they're on the heads of steeper contours on points or on like humps is what I've found. And so if there's steeper contours and it kind of flattens out around 30, like 15 to 30 feet, the fish will be on that area, and it has to have some rock, and it has to kind of go face the current. So the current has to blow right into it for the fish to really want to be there. And some of the fish are shallower too. Like I said, those 15-foot fish will actually come up on, and there's some shallower than that too. Like I was catching some shallower, and those fish were, I kind of located those fish with active target, of course, but found out they were bass first off with this jerk bait, and just jerking this guy over the top, clear water, getting them to kind of move from a long ways, see them on active target, and learn that they're bass. Caught some nice fish in practice on that. Caught one like 4.5 pounds on it, and caught one on it yesterday. It wasn't a big deal, but it definitely helped me learn some things, which is all that important. That's why I'm super confident about going out tomorrow. I'm sitting here on my Lowrance Graph right now, this evening, beautiful evening here in upstate New York. It's like 70-something degrees out here in a t-shirt. Could be wearing a sweatshirt and I'd be fine. And I'm locating and marking more spots on here. So I'm getting ready for tomorrow, kind of marking things that I feel good about. I'm gonna probably drop 20 waypoints and try to fish all of them tomorrow, and just fish everything that looks good that I feel like should have some fish on it. So really the bread and butter of what has done all my damage this week, and I mean, it's no secret and it's no surprise to you guys that a drop shot is a ultimate player when it comes to smallmouth. I mean, it's dynamite. It just catches the fire out of them, especially on these goby oriented bodies of water. I mean, they eat the fire out of gobies down there. And so I use a 3/8 ounce tungsten drop shot weight, a little nose hook. This is actually a size 2 nose hook, drop shot hook. And my power pole pumps are acting up kind of weird. I need to take it by the trailers. So anyway, the worm that I throw on here, I vary it up. I throw the flatworm some. I throw a bunch of stuff on my drop shot. I'm just trying to kind of mess with different things to figure out what it is that I want to try and that's going to catch them that particular day. But this guy right here, I found to have a lot of success on this, and I don't know why I started throwing it. I had a few packs last time I was here and realized how well they eat it. It's just a Strike King half shell is what it's called, and this is green pumpkin purple. It's loaded with salt. It's almost like a robo worm. It's a hand pour bait. The bottom of it, just like a robo worm, you can get salt to kind of come off on your finger. It's a really neat bait though, super soft, kind of dense with salt. For some reason they just eat it really good. Pretty long drop shot leader, maybe 14 inches or so. And the setup that I'm throwing it on, all my drop shots are on the same setup. This 7-foot medium Duckett Jacob Wheeler signature series, and this rod is really good. 7-foot medium is good for shaking a minnow, it's good for this drop shot, it's good for a Ned rig, it's good for, you know, maybe an open hook wacky rig, not around heavy cover. I mean, just you name it, it's good for all kinds of stuff. It's a great rod. And throwing it on a 4000 Daiwa, I started using these because my buddy Colby kind of clued me into this reel. This thing is phenomenal. It is so good, so solid. Not affiliated with these guys. This is the Daiwa Certate. It is dad to the bone. This thing's awesome. And on there I've got 8-pound braid, and this is Cortland braid, master braid, great stuff. Those guys over at Cortland are pretty cool. They hooked me up with a big spool of this stuff. So using that right now on all my spinning setups, it's really good braided line. And that half shells did some damage for me. That green pumpkin purple, as well as I think this is like smallmouth magic or something like that. Switched it up a little bit yesterday, kind of midday, and I caught some key fish on this, including like a 4-something pounder and another solid 3-something. Okay, so another bait that I did a lot of damage on my spinning setup was this guy right here. This is a Megabass Haze Dong or Hazdong or Hezadong, Haze, whatever. It's the dong shad. I don't know. It's a little minnow bait. And it's got a little boot tail on there. And this guy has a super good kicking action in the water. It's a green pumpkin shad color is what it is. Looks like a little goby once again. And it's catching a bunch of nice fish on this, fishing the cables to buoys. This right here was key on the cables to buoys. Caught some nice fish on it. Caught one almost 6 pounds in practice on it. Same reel, Certate. 8-pound braid, and the leader I use on all my spinning setups is pretty much the same across the board for smallmouth. It's 7-pound Sunline Sniper. Not affiliated with those guys, just really good line. I use it because I like it. Rod same, weight same, 3/8. Oh, that's a half ounce. Oh no, that's right. This is my minnow rod. So this minnow rod, I'm fishing it around a little bit more current, kind of out in the middle. There's nothing really breaking the current. There's no point. There's nothing like that. And so those buoys, I'm really trying to be like precise. I'm trying to get it straight down on the cable. And so 1/2 ounce drop shot weight to get it down there faster. And so that's that setup. The last setup that caught my biggest bass yesterday was this guy right here. This is the sway minnow, Duckett sway minnow, on a 3/16 ounce jig head, fishing that by one of those cables. I caught one almost 5.5 pounds yesterday on that. And then the rod that I'm using this one on, this is actually a prototype rod that we're working on right now. I'm not going to show you guys it too much, but it's really nice for shaking that minnow. It's designed directly for that. We've even got scope right there on the rod. So that rod did some damage. Like I said, across the board, 8-pound braid, 7-pound leader, jerkbait setup, throwing it on 12 on the signature series or Wheeler Select series. The 6.9 medium is just dynamite for jerk, jerk bait, and you guys have seen me talk about that before. But overall, I love this body of water. It's a challenge to locate active feeding fish. There's a lot of fish on this system, but it's hard to locate those ones that want to bite. I'm around a lot of fish, hard to make them bite. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going to go out there. Like I said, I'm going to sit here for a little while this evening. I'm going to kind of put my head down, look at some stuff, use what I've learned to develop more of a pattern. I feel like if I go out there tomorrow and I try to run what I did yesterday or found in practice, I feel like I'm just going to get the same results. I mean, what are the odds that in practice I'm catching around 10 to 12, 13 fish a day? Yesterday I catch 11 scorables, and I caught a bunch of other smaller fish. And that was kind of the day I had yesterday. What are the odds I go out there tomorrow and just miraculously go to those same areas, same types of stuff, or not types of stuff, but same areas, and just run those areas, and then miraculously have like a 60 or 70 pound day like I'm going to probably need to have in order to make it? The odds are slim in my opinion. So what I'm going to do, here's the kind of mindset that I've got going out there. It's not easy to pull up to one location and catch a bunch of bass. So what I need to do, these smallmouth, they get smart, they get educated quick when you find them and you throw a bait at them, and you catch one especially, they get really smart. So the key for me is to hit somewhere between 12 and 15 new places where I can get fish to bite and catch 1 to 2 fish off each place. If I can catch 2 fish off 12 new places, that's 24 bass, and who knows what they'll weigh. These smallmouth are huge out here, and that's kind of the goal, is to catch a bunch of big smallmouth tomorrow. And I think that's the best way to look at it. 12 new places, 2 bass off each place. I think that can be done. So we're gonna go out there tomorrow, see what we can do. Gonna put these ducket rods to work. Got my Amped Outdoor batteries charged up right now. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. Those Amped Outdoor batteries in this current are so crucial for running all these electronics that I've got. Put more electronics on the boat, and the Amped Outdoor batteries handle them perfectly and flawlessly every single time. So I'm gonna go out there tomorrow and put my head down, grind, try to catch, I was gonna say 5 big smallmouth, but that's not how we fish anymore. I'm gonna go try to catch 50 big smallmouth.